because I'm talking to these people, and you called them and canceled.
We're recording the intro, dude. Hey, welcome to the Bone Zone podcast. This is Randy Liedtke, and my boy Brendon Walsh is here.
Welcome to another David Grohl-less podcast. Dave Grohl-less.
Okay? Well, this episode we have
not Dave Grohl.
Not Dave Grohl. That's right. And you know what? We didn't even talk about it on the whole podcast. Now you're going to talk about it on the intro.
Well, because I just got off the phone.
It's something to sort out. It's something to sort out, but now we're doing the intro, and I've already re-recorded.
What's there to sort out? That's what is blowing my mind with this whole thing. Like, you emailed me, I direct message, like, anytime I bring it up, you just...
This episode, we have Megan Neuringer.
Megan Neuringer is great.
She is great, and we don't want this to take away from the episode, do we, Brendon?
No.
Because it actually is a really good episode.
I mean, Megan's great, but it would be better if...
Oh, so you would rather have Dave Grohl than Megan Neuringer?
I think she would understand.
Oh, because,
not that I mean I love
so
Megan
famous.
Neuringer.
You know
on Twitter,
so it's like that's like being like I would prefer a stranger over someone that I'm friends with.
He's not. I've met him at parties.
Yeah,
that's how this all started.
You guys are totally friends, I bet.
Is that what it is? Are you jealous that I know Dave Grohl and his manager?
Super
and stuff?
jealous. That's it.
He borrowed my copy of the Danish Girl.
Oh,
the
really?
Screener, yeah.
Well, I could probably get you arrested for that or whatever. That's illegal.
All right.
You can't
report
loan
me to
screeners
SAG.
out. I will. I'll report you to SAG, and the people who produced the movie will fucking have a field day on your ass.
I'll be at Morty's in Indianapolis, Indiana. If you live around there, Morty's, it's called Mortys, Morty's Comedy Joint. It's an old-timey kind of talk. March 31st through April 2nd. That'll be 5 shows that they make you do there. I'm going to have to do 5.
It's a pretty good attitude.
And so, I mean, come to any one of them. Who knows? One of them is going to be a clunker. You never know which one.
Yeah. Choose 2.
Go to 2 of them.
You'll guaranteed get one good show.
But don't come to 2 on the same night. Fridays and Saturdays, they force you to do 2 shows each night.
Jeez, yeah.
What? Oh, that's a weird attitude, but
attitude.
Not having one of the top selling.
Anyways, next month, April, Brendon and I will be in Austin, Texas at the Moon Tower Comedy Festival. No, we will be. And we'll be doing a live Bone Zone podcast April 20th through the 23rd. The whole schedule is still going to come out, so I think you can get passes at this point. But just know that we're coming to Austin, and then the month after that in May, I have a show in Sandpoint, Idaho. So if you live in Spokane, Washington, or anywhere in that area, just know I'm coming to that area. You should come to my show May 14th in Sandpoint.
And if you see Randy, ask him why he doesn't want to have Dave Grohl on the podcast.
Yeah, ask me that, and then whatever.
Why don't you want him on the podcast?
I'll be like, isn't that very unprofessional that Brendon wants to talk about it with our fans?
There's nothing to okay, when we booked Megan Neuringer, how many emails were exchanged?
I know Megan Neuringer. I've met her before. We had a decent conversation before.
You've never met Laserway.
I don't want to slam my ex-girlfriend at the very beginning of our podcast.
No, every roommate...
Sexually.
I've done that, I have to tell you.
You slammed my ex-girlfriend.
I had sex with your ex-girlfriend.
Sexually.
Just sexually. No, but every time I had...
unsexual sex.
Yeah.
Roommates...
I know what that's like with her.
Yeah, I was always like, my tolerance for filth was always just like... I don't know how far away from the other people's, but I would always be the one who's like, fucking what the fuck? Like, I would be the first one to lose it and be like, there's like 5 bags of trash in the kitchen. Like, is anybody going to do the dishes? But
I was always the one that would get yelled at.
For being a slob?
Yeah, well, a little bit, because I lived with a guy named Kurt, and like, for the first year in LA, I had like this pot that had a bunch of like food in it, and I just filled it with water, and then I was like, and it just started smelling.
Like you one time cooked and left the pot forever? You were like, I abandon ye.
Well,
like, that's it? Or
one thing I would do if there was like food stuck on the bottom of a pot, I would like fill it with hot water, and then that would loosen it up and I'd clean it later. But then I just didn't clean it for a couple of days, and it started smelling really bad. And he was like, he didn't want to clean it.
was this like you had just moved in together and this was like your first power move as a roommate,
I
or
don't know.
like
I just remember it specifically.
did he already know you and like could have given you a pass?
He was mad. No, we were like friends or whatever, but he was just like, you fucking like. He's like, I remember him being like, it smells like a fucking dead raccoon, and like he was getting all mad and
Did he
yelling
say
at me.
raccoon?
Or maybe he said raccoon. But he said raccoon.
I like the way he mispronounces raccoon, though.
Maybe that's just the way
It's
I
funny,
do it.
this thing that I was working on today, a girl kept pronouncing baboon.
She's
And then I kept making her say, I made her pronounce, I was like, well, if you're going to say baboon like that, because it was like, whatever, it was like this clip show, and there was like all these baboons broke into these people's house. And so there was like 100 baboons running around his house.
I can't wait to tune in.
Yeah. Oh, it's a great show. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. Integrity went out the window.
No.
I've done a billion clip shows. It's like, yeah, you got to make the funnies.
But I said if you should, if you're going to pronounce baboon like that, you have to pronounce bathroom.
Oh.
And tattoo, although there was no tattoos in the video.
Maybe I'll start saying raccoon.
You can say raccoon. You can say baboon, too. I think it works.
At my last job, we had a big disagreement over how to pronounce biopic or biopic.
Oh, it's definitely not biopic.
Yeah.
Well,
It reads like biopic.
Are we in trouble?
Oh, no,
half
you're on the
room-
biopic team?
Half the room thought that biopic was acceptable, and the other half of the room was like, it's biopic. And then we looked it up, and the British pronunciation is biopic.
You were on the biopic team.
I mispronounce words.
If I read
all the
it,
time.
I would probably read it wrong. But if I said it, I would say biopic.
Yeah,
I think I said this before. This is like a classic, only reading a word and never saying it.
Yeah.
My ex-girlfriend, I know I must have said this on the podcast before. Her mom thought the word misled was pronounced misled. And it kind of makes sense, like, oh, he misled me. And there was another, you know what I mean? But she just like never put, I don't know, just would read it misled. And then I don't know how it came out.
I, up until last year, thought that the word rapport was a different word than rapport. That meant the same thing. Like I would read RAPPORT, rapper. I'd be like, they have a good rapper. And then I'd hear rapport, and I was like, oh, it's the French version of the word.
RAPORE or something.
Yeah, rapport or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like constantly like really dumb shit. I think I'm like.
I had one with misogynist or misogyny. I knew the word, but when I would see it, I would go, I don't know that word. Like I just wouldn't even try to read it.
Yeah.
It just is very strange.
Randy's never read a book, so I don't know where he's coming up with all these stories.
Sounds like you're a millennial.
That's true. It's
because I was born in 1995.
That's me.
This is the craziest one I've ever heard, and this was the same. An ex-girlfriend, a friend of an ex-girlfriend, she told me that she thought the word whodunit, when you read on the back of a book, it's a great whodunit. She said one of her friends pronounced it Hwad unit because it's spelled WHODUNIT. And she wasn't a liar, so I have to believe her. It just sounds really unbelievable.
My mom was like the queen of this, actually. So my mom, like, I think moms do mispronounce words. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yours.
Yeah.
But my
Moms
mom
are
really,
clueless.
yeah.
Once people emerge from their bodies, they lose like
10% of their brain.
Yeah.
No, I think this. Because everybody describes their moms this way. But my mom actually took French in high school. Like, did take French. But the word genre, which is a French word.
Yeah.
She's just notorious in our family for pronouncing it genre. But also using the word, like in places you don't need to use it. So she'd be like, what genre of pizza are you going to order?
Like overusing a word she doesn't know how to say.
I don't think pizza has a genre, but pepperoni? Pepperoni? Like, I don't even know.
Yeah. I find things all the time where I'm like, oh, I guess people would make fun of the way I say something, and I'm like, I guess I'm stupid as fuck. And then I'll go home and be with my family and be like, oh, my whole family says it like that.
Yeah.
And one
so my whole family's stupid as fuck.
Or I don't know, like I don't know if anyone outside of my family in the area I grew up in, but like cement,
you grew up.
I grew up saying cement.
That's a thing,
Cement.
Can I put my cement on? It sounds. Where are you from?
Can I shoot some
Oregon.
cement out of my quad
Oregon.
unit?
Yeah. Cement, or I guess I say like the number 10 and like tin can.
Tin.
I can't even hear the difference between those. And I'm constantly just saying one or the other. And people are like, what the fuck? You're an idiot.
So sometimes I like to distractify myself on the internet. I
Okay.
don't know if you guys do that, but there was one amazing Facebook quiz that was like could tell exactly where you were from in America based on these questions like, do you call pop this? Do you call it that?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
But it was.
Do you call it pop?
I don't.
I grew up calling it pop, but now when I hear my mom and stuff say pop, I'm like, it sounds so weird.
Yeah.
But
Call
I grew
it
up-
carbonated beverage, right?
Oh, yeah. I call it
Call it my tummy set.
fizzy syrup.
Yeah, fizzy sugar water.
We had my friend had a, did I cut you off? Are you saying
No,
no?
yeah, it's a test.
It's International Women's Day.
Oh,
I don't
anyway.
wanna- I don't wanna
Yeah. Well, I'm from here, so feel free to cut me off today.
Do you have to be from
I'm
an
not from-
international place?
Yes. You have to be
It's like world music.
within
not really
that
my day.
You have
It's-
to be in 2 different countries
Yeah.
within that 24 hours. But my friend had a foreign exchange student in high school, and she pop was one of those things where she's like, why does everyone keep saying pop, pop? What is this? And we convinced her it was like a swear word. We're like, oh, don't say that around our parents, you know? And then we started saying pop as like a fake swear word. Like, oh, no, pop, you know? But yeah, when I go back home and people call it pop, it sounds so strange.
Yeah.
What was the test that you took? It was just had selections like that.
It was an HIV test, actually. But it just had me answer all these
Yeah,
weird
it
questions
was
about
out-
where I was from.
So
Out
it
of
was
the
like
closet.
the doctor was just stalling before he gave you the news that you have AIDS. He's
was-
like, I don't know,
No, it was
circle that
super
house.
fun online HIV test
Oh, okay.
on Facebook. No, it was on Facebook. It just was. It had gone around. It went viral.
Uh-oh.
No pun intended. But it was crazy accurate. Everybody
wow.
who was taking it was.
Who's everybody?
Yeah, and how many questions did it have? Did it have multiple questions?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Multiple.
It wasn't
questions.
just about soda?
No, it was. I wish I had the fucking examples because it
Look
was
at
a
it. How do you
great
spell
test.
Facebook?
Facebook.
It's different.
Login.
I mean,
I have 3 Facebook accounts.
Do you have a burner account to stalk people who've blocked you?
Well, I have one. I created one. Well, I created one just specifically to mess with Rory Scovel and his wife. And it wasn't even really like, remember the Javid thing?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
because that person added me, and I was like, who the fuck?
Yeah, Javid Davidson.
Yeah.
It's not even worth getting into fully, but we did the UCB.
I think it is
like,
worth getting into 'cause
okay.
it's so
Okay.
in depth.
It's so stupid. Yeah, and like this is what I will spend. Like if I have to be actually writing something, I'll actually spend like 3 days creating fake Facebook profiles and photoshopping things just for one person to make one person laugh. Rory and his wife and I and a bunch of other people. UCB does that food drive. You go to the food bank
yes.
and you like volunteer for a day. And so we were all doing that, and Rory and I were working, like with each other, and they split everybody up. And so we're working together on one section, and then we see his wife, who, wasn't his wife yet, but we see her with this other guy doing, working next to each other and like laughing and stuff. So I'm like, hey, Rory, I think that guy just kissed Jordan or whatever. And he's like, what the fuck? And I mean, we're totally playing around, and I was like, do you know that guy's name? Like, they're totally getting pretty chummy. And he's like, yeah, his name's
Oh, we're getting a phone call. Should we answer it?
Oh, is this a live podcast?
It's not,
No.
but sometimes people just call it randomly.
because they know that we.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
I do want to hear
Ruining
the end
your
of the story,
story.
though.
No, it's okay. Yeah.
Hello? They hung up. 319.
Give out their entire number for ruining my story.
I ruined it by allowing that. I could have
That's
turned the
okay.
volume down. All right, go ahead.
Well, anyway, so I asked Rory, do you know the guy's name? And he goes, it's a J. Like he went to say one name that started with a J and then said David or something. I was like, what, Javid? And he's like, yeah, his name's Javid. So we just had this whole like inside joke going on, like talking about Javid around Jordan. And she's like, what are you guys fucking talking about? So then I made a Facebook account for Javid. I found the guy, like he's a guy. I know him now. Like I know his name. And
because
he's
you
like in
found-
movies and shit. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he's a super nice guy. But I don't want to say his name just because
Yeah.
I feel weird. Like,
yeah.
I almost told him at a party, and I was like, this is fucking weird. I don't want him to know.
He doesn't know he's David
He doesn't
Davidson.
know.
He doesn't know there's an
But
account
his
with
face-
his photos. Yeah.
Oh.
I photoshopped his face on a bunch of.
Oh my
If I can
God.
find David. Yeah, I put him in all these pictures, like standing behind Rory and Jordan, and
But he doesn't know?
he doesn't know.
That's like funny violation.
If he found
That's good,
out,
that's
it would
good.
be weird.
No, it's not violating. It's great.
And I don't know David Davidson.
It would be like if you guys became friends, and then like a year down the line, he like stumbled upon it. It would ruin your friendship. It would
Well,
be
you'll
like,
probably know the guy. Here, I just
it'd be
found.
like she's all that or whatever. Where it's
Oh
just
my
like you
gosh.
could have just cleared this up to begin with, and now it's going to
I'll
ruin.
tell him. I'll tell him eventually. Like the last party I saw him at, we actually didn't know each other that well, and then it was like the first time we were really kind of like talking, and I was like, I don't think I want to like.
You're going to work up
Get
into
into
like,
this.
he's going to become like a very tight friend. And in 10 years, you're going to
You
finally
you
reveal.
definitely know this guy probably. But here's some pictures so that's him. I put him in the background.
Oh yeah,
there.
I know him for sure.
Yeah. That's Roy and his girlfriend.
I'm tangled in wire. Oh, I'm actually very tangled.
Oh no,
Not on International Women's Day.
I don't know that.
Well, there's more.
Wait, I want
Yeah, he gets.
Wait.
He was actually in a really popular movie.
to. Jenny James.
Well, I changed it to Jenny, and more on that. 'Cause that's Roy's girlfriend there, of course, and so I made that photo.
Wait, I don't recognize him, but that's hilarious.
Yeah,
He gets a lot of work, and then he was in like kind of a famous, and that's Rory's body.
Yeah.
With his, that's even weirder.
But then I changed it to Jenny Davidson. Apparently, you see, I shouldn't be saying all these names. Well, now I could just change the name, I guess. Well, because now
people are gonna leave
people are going to
messages
go
and
and fucking whatever. It doesn't matter. I never used the account, and the only reason I changed it to a female was there was that app where girls were like rating guys they hooked up with.
Yeah.
And the only way you could do it was if you were a girl with a Facebook account, and somebody told me, they were like, "You're on it," and I was
no.
like, I gotta fucking see
What people are saying. Yeah.
what
Wait,
people were saying.
I never did this app. Was that?
What is it
was
called?
It real?
Lulu, I think.
Wait, girls really like stay away from this cad.
Yeah, I guess I
Or what
didn't
would be
delve
like
into it too deep.
They would just talk about like how good they were at sex or whatever.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Wait, was it positive and negative, or mostly just bashing?
For me? Oh no, mine was very positive.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah. it
so
was
there's
very-
like, so
yeah,
it's
no.
like Yelp for dick.
Yeah, this is
Kind of,
this
yeah,
is my
yeah.
friend Brendon, and like his Lulu like thing was like really positive, and like
You might have one on there too.
there's no way.
By now.
I don't know about that.
Are you on Tinder now that you're single?
Yeah.
How's it going?
You know what? I hear a lot of things about it, and I've had very few negative experiences.
He's got a tattoo. He's got a Tinder tattoo on his fucking back. The fire.
I shaved my
sign.
pubes, and I got the Tinder fire pube tattoo.
That's great.
Thank you.
Tinder me Elmo. No, just kidding.
Yeah, you should check. I don't know how active it is now. I think Duncan Trussell told me about it. He was like, because his girlfriend, and he was like, not torturing me, but he was like, "Oh, you're on that Lulu."
I
He's
feel
like,
it
"Do you
had
know
its
about
like
this?"
day
Yeah.
in the sun. Like I don't think people are talking about it anymore. But
Yeah,
like
this
you know,
was
I had a
years
month
ago.
where people were like, "Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
got it." Uh-huh.
And then I looked up a couple of guys' names who I knew, and one of them I was like, okay, I don't want to know. And I was like, now I feel like I'm violating my friend's privacy. There was one like pretty negative one about one of my friends.
That's not cool.
But I kind of I was like, well, he is kind of a dick, and
So you wrote one.
yes, I didn't even think to start rating
Jenny
people.
Jameson.
Ginny's fucking like who's this? Ginny's fucked all of our friends.
Did you give yourself a rating as Jenny?
I had
His
to.
cock tasted like honey, sweetest cock.
It's like
all these things that only he would know?
It's like a loaf. It's like a loaf of banana bread. The same dimensions of a loaf of banana
dense,
bread.
dense
Trying to
and
like,
wide. Yeah.
Jenny
Banana bread is
Davidson.
so specific.
Yeah, I don't know what. Well,
It's a good one though.
Yeah.
who doesn't like banana bread?
Exactly.
The best of all the loaved breads.
So I went here to look for that test. I don't know how you
Oh,
search
yeah.
for a test.
Maybe Google.
It's gonna be tough. So
no,
many of these out there.
Like Facebook
where-
test. Locate where were you from?
Yeah, like where you're from based on your accent.com. No, but like
And if that's not a thing, let's buy it because like guaranteed
It's gonna be
People,
huge.
people are gonna be talking.
so I just made a segue for no reason.
Let's do it.
Where are you
No,
from?
I have none.
You talk about where? Oh no, where are you from? That is a good segue.
I'm from New York.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
New York, the city.
Well, born in the city and raised outside the city in
Oh,
Westchester.
okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, it's right here. Do you say soda or pop?
Oh.
Take our dialect.
Oh, dialect test, yeah. But it will say exactly where you're from, yeah.
How y'all use and you guys talk. I'm a use guy. I mean, not anymore. Like I grew up in Philadelphia, so I don't. I kind of let go. That is an
Use?
ugly act.
Use
like
guys?
Oh, use
yeah,
guys.
like use, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
use guys.
Philly's not a great accent.
When I go back and watch the local news, I'm like, whoa, this is a rough ass.
And it's kind of an unknown accent too, so like you can't like go somewhere and people will be like, "Oh," it's like it's not endearing. Like I feel like Boston
If
is
you heard
kind of
it,
ugly, but like you're like, it's Boston.
yeah.
Like Philly, I'm not even familiar with that.
It's a little Baltimore-ish
Mm-hmm.
and Jersey. It's just like it's kind of lazy. The weird thing is like it's hard for me to do an impression of it. If I get like drunk or
You have to
like
be
if
around
I'm like
it
a
a
little
bit, yeah.
high, if I'm like tired, like if I have a couple drinks and I'm like tired, I hear it like because it's kind of a lazy accent. Like they say like water.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Yep.
And like instead of like can I have a sip of your water would be can I get a sip of your water?
It's definitely there's most dialects is just like
I get a
you
hoagie?
sound
I just like how everything like fell out of your
I have
body.
to- I'm
like
getting
all
into
the
character.
energy, all
Water.
the blood was gone from
Can I
your
get a glass of
body.
water? We need to put some water in the radiator.
order.
All right, I shouldn't
Well.
take this test on the podcast.
So are all the listeners now asleep? Is this a?
It's not live.
it's
no.
not live. It used to
99
be.
Oh,
No.
Night.
Someone was just calling randomly.
yeah.
New York.
Yes.
You were raised outside the city.
Interesting.
In Westchester.
Okay.
Okay.
Very
There's a Westchester, Pennsylvania, too, outside of
hot
Philadelphia.
damn.
We have a lot in common, is what I'm
Phew.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty big.
Yeah, I had a really spicy upbringing. No, it's just suburban.
Spicy?
Yeah,
it was
spicy.
Suburban.
Suburban, huh?
Yeah, very suburban.
I grew up in a very small town, but it was very like neighborhoody, suburban.
Oh no, mine was like super, just tri-state, baby, tri-state area.
Do you keep in touch with people you grew up with?
I do. I have a couple of friends from high school and pre-high school that I do keep in touch with.
Okay.
Not so much college. A little bit college, tiny bit college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What college did you go to?
I went to Wesleyan in Connecticut.
That's an online school.
Yeah, University of Phoenix at Wesleyan.
You do have to relocate.
Wesleyan
dot
campus.
edu.
You
Yeah.
do have to go to Connecticut.
You move into a dorm.
You have to use their Wi-Fi, but it's all online.
Yeah, I went to Wesleyan. It was like real liberal arts.
Is
I
that a
don't know.
girls' school?
No, but
Just because it sounds like lesbian?
It sounds like Wellesley.
I don't know.
That's why Wellesley's the all-girls school.
Oh, okay.
And my mom wanted me to go to Wellesley. She wanted me to go to an all-girls school because she knew I was horny.
Yeah.
But
Postpone that a little bit further, huh?
so she would say that for 4 years that I went to Wesleyan, that I went to Wesleyan to everybody.
Oh, really?
I don't know if it was on purpose or not.
Yeah. What genre? What was she saying?
Genre.
What genre of college was it?
Oh, it's just a small liberal arts.
Yeah. All girls.
No.
Yep.
No, they were guys. I lost my virginity there to
Oh, congrats.
a man. Yeah, it was
awesome.
cool. It was
like
really
first
cool.
year? Like
Or
right away?
college?
No. Oh, no, I wish. I felt like I was waiting forever to lose my virginity, but it only took 19 years.
Once you got
That's so
after
bad.
college, 19 years after college?
Yes.
Yes.
Still waiting.
19 years of college?
No, I was always like pining after guys who like would mess around with me, but like respected me too much to like take my, like they just kind of knew like they thought I was like a cool, nice girl,
Yeah.
so they didn't want the responsibility of
Oh, yeah.
like the emotional weight.
Yeah.
because they knew also that they were probably dogs, so they were like, "You're
Yeah.
great," but no.
Like they wanted it to be casual, but they didn't want
Or
to
they
deal
were
with it.
diabolic and they were like, let's just make her really beg for me to
Ooh.
have sex with her.
jeez.
And I wouldn't because I had too much pride. So then we just
Yeah.
never had sex. I don't know.
so
It was
frustrating.
So then, no, sophomore year.
Frustrating for both of you, though, because they were just nice, non-rapey guys.
And you were
Yeah.
like,
You were
why
like-
can't you just be a not
You know
nice
what it was?
rapey guy?
I wonder if it was because like I looked really young for my age. Like I was, small and baby faced. So there was probably either none of them had that fetish.
Oh, yeah.
the guys I was into, maybe. Yeah, they wanted like girls who like looked like women.
You should have gone to like an ag school or something, like a farm school.
Yeah, right.
Like the liberal arts people, they're like,
Or like
I
a
want
Jared.
someone with like a cardigan and like, looks like a teacher or something.
What were we saying?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Me and Randy lost our virginity
Together.
Together?
Not
Wait, hold
with
on.
Not
each
to
other,
each other.
No, but no.
In the same
Not
room.
two in the same room.
What? I don't know you enough to know, but wouldn't that be adorable
In the
though?
same
I don't
room.
know.
In the same room. Lights were off,
Two different girls.
but it's a full moon. You could see. Two
Guys
different
don't care.
girls.
Do you guys like remember losing your virginity? Was it like a big deal? Do you like care? Remember? Or is it just like I just gotta bust my nut in another human
It
being?
was
and
kind of
then it'll be
mine.
cool?
I've never talked about this on the podcast.
Okay.
Mine was like one that I kind of like tried to discount because I was just kind of like, I don't know, did I just do that? Like, because I wasn't. I didn't really.
it was
I don't
with
know.
a female person.
It was
right?
with a female person, and I felt like guilty about it. I don't know. I was just like, it was
she
very,
awake?
it was very casual. Oh yeah, yeah.
okay.
And I was just like, why? I don't know. Should I have done that? Like I felt like guilty about it. It wasn't like fun.
Was she much younger than you?
No, she was my age exactly. But she
old?
wasn't someone that I wanted to like date or anything.
Oh, see,
And I
I
was just
guess
kinda
guys,
like-
they feel guilty.
I don't know. It felt weird. I mean, it felt weird. Sex, sex in general, guys.
Oh, I hate it.
How it feels, like describe it. It's
Yeah,
weird.
you're gross.
No, thank you. Like at the
No
end.
thanks.
Well, I changed my style
Of coming.
of coming. Yeah,
2016.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
New
Is this the
style.
year?
Yeah, I go like this. I go. Oh no! Wait, hold on. No. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No! No!
Which is
I think that's it, right?
Yeah, that is cool.
That would make me come to hear you. Yeah.
Since then, so since you lost your virginity, do you know of any moments where you took someone else's virginity?
Oh, I definitely didn't.
Didn't. Yeah, I don't think I did either.
Oh. No,
Uh-oh.
I didn't. No,
Ooh.
no,
Nope.
I didn't. Well, no. This
Are you
doesn't
doing
count.
anything? Or are you?
I am in my 30s,
Me too.
but I did. I had my first one night stand this past fall.
Okay.
Like for real. Like
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
never done that. Like I just am not into that. And I had a one night stand with a guy in his very early 20s.
Okay.
And I was the first person he ever had sex with who was in her 30s.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
So that felt really cool.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
And you guys
Yeah.
didn't talk another time after that.
We texted a little bit, and we
But
were
never
gonna
hung out
hang
again.
out, but then it just didn't work out,
Uh-huh.
and we just didn't.
He was like just trying to get all the. He was like, now I'm on to 40s, and he was just trying to get all of them. So
Maybe, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
sure he's like with somebody in
Cross
their
them off.
60s now.
yeah. He's like,
He's digging up graves.
yeah. While I'm in my 20s, I gotta get through all these.
I remember, now that you mention that, when I was 23, I think I was 23, and I slept with a 34-year-old woman and was so like, it's so funny how it doesn't even mean anything now, like,
Yeah.
whatever, and age just doesn't
Right.
mean anything after a certain age.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just like, oh my God, she's like 11 years older than me. She was like 34. Like it was really mind blowing to me.
Yeah.
I was really proud
What do you
of
think? What do you
myself.
think is like old? Like when you were then going older, was that a bigger deal than it is going younger?
No,
I
was
think it is.
pretty.
Oh,
I guess.
in
I
your
mean, that was
20s?
like seemed a little more unattainable. Like I looked at people. Like I
Yeah.
just thought people who were like 34
And they
had a
were-
whole different kind of
Yeah.
like reality going on. So it was like, wow,
Well-
I've like just
I mean, if you're like a
infiltrated it.
23-year-old guy and a 34-year-old woman, I don't know what's going on in her life, but is like compelled to sleep with you, you've got it going on a little bit.
oh yeah.
Because, like, you've got fucking shit to offer, except maybe physical prowess.
No, that's all I had.
Yeah, so that's cool. I mean, I think that's
There was
that's really cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
Speaking
I
from
had a
experience,
lot of fun in my 20s. And then I remember there was a woman who was 40 or like 41.
Yeah.
When I don't know how old I was, but it was the first time it was somebody over 40, which was like a big deal.
Yeah.
Like I was definitely 30. I don't know.
Yeah,
She was like going through a
it's
divorce.
very interesting. I don't think I've ever had sex with
Wild.
anyone older than me.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I was just in a very long relationship, so that took up a lot of it. And she was younger than me.
How many years younger?
That's a good question. See, this is why it didn't work out. I didn't know her age.
Many,
just
like
a few
4
years.
or 5 or something.
Oh.
3.
I think she's turning 30 this year, and I'm 32, so
okay.
2 or 3 years.
It's nothing.
No.
But yeah, I don't think anyone older.
Well, that's definitely not the norm for. I don't like. I think throughout my career,
Your sex career?
my sex career,
Sex career. Well, that's how we met. We met on a sex team.
yeah,
And we both were drafted on the same team.
Oh,
yeah,
great.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't think people were usually older than me. I think it was mostly probably around the same age.
Yeah.
Like in your 20s, that's the way it works because you're just only around other 20-year-olds.
Yeah. Totally.
One night stand, how'd that happen?
It was cool. It was really, it was one of the coolest experiences of my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would make you think it wouldn't be a one night stand. Then,
No,
because it was so
I
cool.
avoid it. Well, part of what made it so cool is that it's absolutely just been a one night
Yeah,
stand. So it just
okay.
like lives in that one night.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to, there's no disappointment later. There's no like, it has no potential. It just was like one
Yeah.
really cool night.
Okay.
But, and also, I had avoided one night stands my whole my sexual career. You know, so I never got promoted
yeah.
But like,
They never put you out in the field.
I just
Yeah.
I
Regional manager.
First string.
I just was like so grossed out by like 99% of the population, and just was like very germophobic and just like kind of scared and weird. And the older I get, the more I'm like, who cares? Whatever, let's go.
Yeah.
Human bodies are strange and interesting. Like
Yeah.
I've just relaxed a lot more. And I went out with a guy friend who like I've sometimes been suspicious, like wants to hook up with me, but like we just keep it very friendly, and we always have like a really good time together with socializing together, but like no sex, just like, but like kind of like fun wild nights out. And we went to this like dumb event, and then we ended up going to this like
What type of event?
dumb.
Oh, they said
So-
dom.
no, dumb.
I was like,
no,
that could
it was
be
like a
why
dumb
you're giving him
sexual.
mixed
It was
mixed
like
signals.
it was like a sexy theater event where it's like supposed to be like what was that thing in New York called where like you go in different rooms and like there's like sexy with like the masks.
It's just some kind of ball thing.
Well, anyway, it was a
Headbangers ball.
Yeah, it was exactly that. It's like the Shakespeare and the masks. I am like a mom now right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know either, so that's fine.
Anyway, it was like a very like shitty version of like sexy theater where you went into different rooms and like watched like LA's Worst like try to do like sexy stuff while like reciting like bad lines. So we went to that first, and it was like not sexy, but like we drank a lot. And I did give a sponge bath to one of the actors who had like a really crazy karate body. So like that kind of put me in the mood. I was like sponge bathing like this guy.
Yeah.
And then, but I ended up like making him laugh and talking to him because I was like, "What are you doing, guy? Like, come on,
Yeah.
like what are the choices? Like, why are you in this tub? Like, what's
Yeah.
going on?" And then he was like kind of funny, so it was just like, okay, so now I was like in this flirty mode, like
Yeah.
my mojo was up. And then we ended up going to this like crazy rave downtown.
Jeez, what a night, huh?
It was like unusual for me.
How do you find a rave?
My friend who I was hanging out with, his friend who was British. Yeah, I think you have to like hang out with somebody European.
Yeah.
This thing was like a
go
90s
to
rave.
some
There was
raves.
like Coke and bath salts and ecstasy just like out on trays. Not exaggerating. Like I'm pretty mellow about
yeah.
drugs. Like weed, fine, alcohol, but like
Yeah.
I was like, what is going on? I felt like a narc because I was like, should we be doing this? Like, excuse me.
Yeah.
But it was cool. Like everybody was actually pretty cool, and people just kept offering me drugs, and I was like, no thanks, no thanks. But I got really high, and I drank a lot, and I kept making eyes with this like cute guy, and we just kept like. But I was just like in my own zone. Like I didn't need to hook up with anyone. I was just like perfectly happy. But we just sort of kept finding each other, and eventually we started talking. And the more I hung out with him, and the drunker and higher I got, like the cuter I thought he was. He was like so cute, and I just was like, ooh, like he was just so cute, you know. And he was like vibing me the same exact way. He was just like, you're so cute. Like we just like it just grew. And
So
then
you
he
did take some ecstasy.
I didn't.
I'm just joking.
But he was very
Yeah.
high.
Yeah.
He was high on coke. But he just was like, I really want to make out with you right now. Is that okay? And I was like, thank you for asking. And we went outside and we just started making out, and it was awesome. And then we're like making out downtown LA, like outside. And at a certain point, we're like, is this safe? Like, we're in an alley.
You're in fucking Skid Row.
We're both just like, wait,
Everyone's
hold on.
watching.
And it's kind of how I knew he was like a good boy, because he was like kind of scared of the situation. And he kept being like, you don't have any diseases, right? Even just from kissing me, I was like, no, do you? He's like, no, do you? And I was like, wait, how old are you? And he was like, I'm 24. How old are you? And I was like, I am in my 30s. And he was like, what? And his mind was like blown. And he's like, should we get out of here? And I was like, yeah, you're coming home with me. And then we had like a great night. And he was so polite, because he we went to town on each other's bodies. We did like very weird things to each other. And then it
like sex stuff.
like, you know, the
I think I'm
sex
getting
stuff.
it now.
Mm-hmm. Like all the menu.
All of them.
But then,
Every
which was
position.
also crazy. Well, no, he was on a little bit of coke, so we couldn't do everything.
Okay. Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's a bummer.
it was fine. Everything about it was perfectly pleasant.
Yeah.
And then he like got a lift at like 4 a.m. It was like,
Oh,
bye.
not in the dick department.
No.
Okay. And then
it was like goodbye, and we had exchanged numbers, and then we like texted like, do you want to hang out? And it just never came to fruition. And then it was like, all right.
Do you
cool
still
memory.
have his name?
Yes.
Did you ever have his name saved in your phone, or was it just a number?
I have it saved.
As a name, though.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's just like, so do you still
I
have
have it
those
saved
texts?
as Matt one night stand.
Yeah. Like, did you delete like the text history, or the text
No.
history is still there?
I think it's still there.
Okay. I don't know.
I don't know. It's like a real feather in my cap.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know.
Hi there, and a warm welcome to another cranium-crunching edition of the heaviest show known to
Headbanger's Ball.
mankind. Tonight, we're joining in the festivities of MTV's Top 100 Videos of All Time weekend with our
Very
own
cool.
selection
Sleep
of
No
top
More.
tunes chosen for us by the likes of Danzig, Dream Theater, and Pantera.
All right.
And when
Remember that? Anyway,
Dream and
the
brutal videos.
Well, that's cool. So like,
Sleep No More was the name of that bad
so do you
show
think?
in New York.
Do you
City.
think that's a?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Sleep No More. It was like
Do you think that's like the fact that you had a good time? Do you think that defines like what a one night stand is? Like, you're like,
no?
Well, that could always,
because
yeah,
I
it
feel
could
like
go
I've had
anywhere.
some where it's like we hung out the next day, but then never hooked up again, and I still consider that a one night stand. But it's like,
Yeah. I don't know. When I was younger, I was like, would have like 1 week stands.
Yeah.
Where you just kind of like, just are really like into each other for like a week. And then
you both realize like,
We're not. gonna
sometimes it
date.
was like, yeah, not both of us, but
yeah,
you know, like I or the other person would just kind of be like, yeah, no, I'm done.
totally.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I really like the way I end up when I sleep with somebody. It's like they've just become my boyfriend. Like if I
Yeah.
get to the point where I sleep with you, it's like you're my boyfriend,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate because then I end up dating people that I shouldn't date because I liked sleeping with them and I had that chemistry that I was like, let's just build a relationship around this.
Okay, yeah.
You know, so in a way, like the one night stand was good because it was like I am absolutely not going to date this person,
Yeah.
but I got to have like some sexual congress with them. You know,
Yeah.
You think about just like calling them sometimes when you're just like, oh, maybe I could
Well,
just
I have
Like
a
late
boyfriend
at night.
now,
Oh,
but I have a boyfriend now, and I'm very happy. But I'm just I mean, you know, my boyfriend was away, and did I think about one night stand Matt for a second, where I was like, well, one night stand Matt if I were single. But
Well, that's dangerous though, because like
I would
because
never.
it is
I would
so
never.
perfect with the way it went. Because actually, the 40-year-old lady, this was like when I was like I first started doing comedy and was on the road, and or maybe not when I first started, because I had a girlfriend when I first started. But either way, at some point when I didn't have a girlfriend, this woman in Minneapolis was like at a show with like her friends, and she'd like just gotten divorced. She was really, she was really sexy, and
I find that hard to believe if she was over 40. Just kidding. International Women's Day.
Yeah, stand up.
no,
for
she was,
yourself.
she.
No,
Either way,
of
we had
course.
just like a crazy night. I mean, it was just like fucking out of this world. And then, like a year or two later, I was in Minneapolis again, and she was like texting me, or I don't know how it all happened.
Oh.
But then we did it again, and it was like a total dud. It was like,
See, that's
we
the
shouldn't
fear.
have done that.
Like, there's a part of me that
It
fears.
wasn't a total dud, but it was
Like-
no the first time.
Didn't live up to it.
Yeah, if I ever hooked up with him again, I'm like, oh my God, what if it turns out like he's so gross and yucky and douchey and it was just too much drugs and then that memory will be so, I'll be like mortified.
Yeah.
Instead of like, he was so dreamy and like, that was really fun. If I ever like saw him again, I'd be like, oh my God,
Yeah.
so humiliate,
It's like when Jordan came back from retirement, like, like you should just quit,
Rory Scovel's girlfriend?
Yeah. No, like when people come back when they shouldn't, and then they're like, oh, you just ruined your legacy.
Yeah.
Like you have to
Right.
keep that legacy alive.
Didn't Brett Favre do that a bunch of times
Yeah.
too?
Yeah,
Retired and came back.
Yeah. Got to end on top.
It's got to be tough though, man. I mean, it's easy to blame those guys, but you're like the fucking shit for like 15, 20 years, and you're like, all right, I'm done with it. And you sit around for like a few months. You're like, what the fuck did I do? I could still do it.
Yeah.
I'll go back out and do it. And then you like suck a little. And it's, I used to play professional football.
Yeah.
I retired for good in 2006. I might still go back. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the
not
fans
over
are
yet.
waiting.
I'm still young.
Yeah. Still got those knees. Got good knees.
Yeah. Did you play any sports?
Growing up,
Yeah.
I was I almost started with dance. I played soccer and I did dance.
Oh, okay.
But I played soccer for
Dance
a while.
like battles.
Yeah, dance
Did you ever
battles,
get in a
crumping.
dance fight?
Like you served people?
I definitely can crump and I can serve. Crumping is fight dancing and I know how to do it. A little bit.
Really?
Yes.
That's like
What? I
is
don't
that
know how crumping
Bay
goes.
Area
Oh,
stuff?
you hop it, you twist it, you torque it.
You get hyphy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, did you see
That's
Rise?
what I
the
was
show,
imagining.
the documentary Rise.
I remember
R-I-Z-E?
seeing like
No.
it's
the
very good.
poster or whatever.
Is that on Netflix?
And they would like
I don't know.
I don't have Netflix.
no, yeah. I never got into that Netflix.
Yeah, fuck Netflix.
Yeah, it's the worst.
corny.
Yeah.
You want to
Dumb.
watch? It only has like Home Alone 4.
Yeah, when
Not
it's
a lot of
not even
selection.
none of the original people are in the Home Alone.
Yeah, just one guy.
Yeah.
like one ancillary character.
It's about a guy that lived in that same neighborhood.
Yeah.
Who was also home alone.
It's from his perspective.
yeah.
Of just watching what's going on in that house.
Like a little kid out there, huh? Guess that guy's home alone.
That's a good idea, actually.
totally.
Like making like a movie about the guy who lived down the
Yeah,
street.
it's not a
from the-
sequel or a prequel. It's in the exact same time
Oh
frame.
my God, that's kind of
It is
that would
kinda-
be
it's a good
amazing.
idea.
Yeah.
And just like at some point, you just kind of see like Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern like run
You
down
would
the street.
yeah, it would get into Sundance. That's very
Oh, yeah.
creative. Like you would get you
'Cause
get
it's
an
like
award.
Home Alone Rear Window, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I guess you'd have to figure out like what's the address. I'm sure they mentioned the address.
Yeah.
So then
well, the house is famous in Chicago.
So the name
or
of
in
the film could
suburbs.
be like the address that's next door or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good idea. Make it really dark.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on
Yeah.
in that guy's life.
It's like you thought the Home Alone house was
his whole
crazy.
family died.
Fucking guy next door is eating his grandmother.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's eating his grandma and he looks out the window and then it's like the scene where like the guy's shooting the pizza delivery guy or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
It's like all fucking silly. Okay.
Should we call phone sex?
Yeah, I mean, do you want to have phone sex?
Sure.
We've been doing this.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Okay.
I used to do this when I was a little girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would prank call people and act like all sexy and see if they would like respond.
Okay. What do you have an idea, Brendon?
Yeah, what should we do? We could do the idea that we had the other
What was
day,
it?
where Megan can call. Should we start the podcast?
Oh, I guess we should start the podcast. Now that we're warm.
We just don't have any friends.
yeah.
So we invite people over.
Yeah, this
Like-
is all like floor model.
Yeah, it's
has
just
nothing
batteries that make
inside.
these lights work.
Yeah, nothing
Oh,
inside.
yeah?
There's no chips or
Sometimes I
anything.
feel like podcasts are
chips.
just like a scam to just like, hey, me, I'm lonely. Someone talk to me.
Yeah, I really wanted to show off my clean apartment. So
Yeah, it is so clean.
thank you. That's why I brought it up again. Actually.
Yeah, I am impressed. It's hard to keep leather so spot free. Huh? That's a isn't it that? I don't know. With
Leather
spills.
sock. I don't know. I've never I got this on Craigslist when I first moved in. Very cheap and
I
it's a
put
little
my
tacky.
bag on there. Oh, he used leather.
But I got it. Was,
Nothing could be squeakier.
It was from Calabasas. Some rich people have
Oh,
it.
okay, so that's fine. Oh, that could have been a Kardashian.
Uh-huh.
A white
leather-
guy.
There could be some Kardashian.
White guy and an
pussy
Asian
juice
girl.
on it. White guy and was it? That's right.
She was
I don't
something.
remember. I just remember it being a
She
very.
was international. She's definitely
So
celebrating
this
today.
is her day.
This is her
Yeah,
day.
I just remember it being very difficult to get into the apartment with it.
I don't know. Maybe we should plan a phone sex thing. I don't really have any hot ideas. I mean, we've done the pooping thing.
Yeah, because if we don't have like a plan going into it, we literally will just have phone sex with a lady, and then it's kind of like,
Not
what's
really.
funny? I mean, we won't like come or whatever. We'll wait until we hit stop, and then we'll go come in different rooms.
You definitely come later, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
We can
cool.
replay it.
You guys, this is a great podcast.
This is just an excuse to have phone sex with you next to us.
Yeah, we're like weird pervs.
It's like the worst expectation because I was like, I was on a podcast, but I can't stop crying.
You finally go and check out our podcast, and you just see it's like just all these female comedians.
And
And it's just like, we called phone sex with Carmen
It's
Lynch today.
The sound of them walking out of the room. It's like, oh, she slammed the door harder. We don't have to. We just had a bunch of sex talk, which we don't.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
pretty sexual.
Yeah.
This podcast, is that the way it is every time you're on a podcast?
Not necessarily, no. I don't know. I don't know. Well, what are I like to talk about food. Okay.
Yeah,
I like to talk about food, sex,
Yeah,
like stuff that I don't like, stuff that I do like.
totally.
Just like the extremes.
Temperature.
Extremes. Do you remember the band Extreme?
Yeah.
Didn't they have some sort of ballad?
Yes.
I'm the one who wants to be with you.
Yeah, was it?
No, More Than Words.
That's the. Oh wait, yeah, that's different.
Deep inside, I know you feel it. No.
Oh, this one. This is gonna be a tough karaoke. You want to sing
I
it?
think this will be good.
Oh, I don't do karaoke. It's the number one thing I don't do.
So you won't do it on the podcast.
Oh, I fucking hate it.
So
No.
what if we just sit in silence? Do you think you'll maybe sing?
Yeah, probably. But you have to be quiet about it. If you like to sing, oh my God, I didn't know there was a karaoke channel on YouTube.
If you type in any song and karaoke after it, there's
There's a few versions at
Yeah.
least.
I'm just such a bad singer.
That's perfect. Here we go.
see. There you go.
It's not the word.
Yeah.
Oh no, we gotta stop now. We can't
I
do
think
it.
that's a good point to stop. Yeah.
Wow. That is the most karaoke
Wait, leave it up
I
there.
have
I'll
ever
turn it off
done.
That's good.
I think that's
Wow, I'm
very-
sweating so much. I feel like.
By the end, you were really flowing, though.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh my
Like,
God, I smell bad, and I've
Because of the
anxious
karaoke?
sweats. Yeah. Oh yeah. Very wet under the armpits. Very wet.
Oh,
Wow.
that's classic.
That is my
Smell bad?
true vulnerability. Is singing.
well-
I'm so bad at it. What'd you say?
You smell that?
I smell bad. No.
That's just you being insecure about singing, and now you're insecure about everything. You're like, oh no, now I smell bad. Like you don't smell bad. You sing
Yeah.
damn good.
No,
you're
very
saying?
bad.
Holy
Oh.
shit.
It
We were
just-
like, come on.
You know what it is? Because I wish I could sing well. I love music and I love singing.
Mm-hmm.
You know that the way that you could express emotion in
Totally.
music, but I just can't do it well.
Yeah.
So I think it's like my real little vulnerability trigger.
You just need a voice
do it.
coach. Like I could be your voice coach.
Late night voice coach.
I mean, like I don't think I could be, but like you do need. You should see a voice coach. They'll bring a lot out of you, and like maybe you are the best next big singer thing. You know?
Best next best.
Yeah. Do you watch any of the singing shows? Do you watch The Voice?
I don't.
You should.
Maybe.
It's
yeah.
the best show on TV.
I like avoid all singing.
Really? But you
Kind of-
like singing. Like you don't have to. You could
I
just
love
watch
music.
it. Yeah.
But yeah.
If you love to have a good cry, watch The Voice. Oh my gosh, it really brings emotions out of you.
Really?
Oh, it's the best show.
Oh wow. All right.
I never watch it.
Oh, you gotta watch it. I mean,
I've watched Dancing with the Stars a touch.
See,
Do you think I could be on The Voice? Oh no! Wait, this is
the next one in line?
wait. That's not karaoke.
Yeah, well, maybe that's just the chorus. It is weird when they throw in a voice in the chorus for you. That threw me off a bit. There was a stranger singing with us.
Yeah.
You know.
People also like you miss out socially if you don't do karaoke. Like I don't
Yeah.
get invited to those things. I'm like
I mean, like karaoke comes up, I think, once a year or so. Like for me,
And it's
where
always just a thing.
I have one song.
It's a thing that you just drink it. Like it's just
Right.
it's another drinking activity.
Right.
That is really unnecessary. Like if you're gonna go, whatever. I mean, I guess it's
Some
fun.
people
Like
go.
those
Like,
Korean
some people
places
go
with
and,
like
like, yeah.
the where you get your own room. That can be kind of fun.
Yeah. See, I'd rather sing to strangers. Like,
No,
like
I
you
love
get your
it
own
when
room and you're just singing to like your 3 best friends or whatever. Like, I'd rather be in a room where people have like no expectations from you, and then you just like people go crazy.
I should just start going alone in my own room.
Oh no, in a public place.
Well, we
You'll
met
just
a guy.
find my body. She drank too much soju.
Oh, God.
And she sang for 5 hours.
I'm still rattled by bodies being found.
Where?
I found a body.
Wait, what?
No, I just read an article online about the Chinese lady.
You're still thinking
I'm
about
fucking haunted
Wait,
by
what
it.
happened?
An elevator. They turned off
They turned off an elevator in an apartment building.
No.
And and then when they turned it back on
Daddy,
a month,
no.
when they turned it back on a month later, there's a fucking dead lady in there. She was trapped in an elevator until she died.
I'm gonna
For a month.
throw myself.
That's how I
off this
felt.
balcony.
I was like, I was on the road,
counterproductive.
like I was doing shows, and like I read that I was like, I'm canceling my fucking show and driving somewhere.
That's-
I can't, like, just I'm haunted by what this woman's last fucking, who knows, 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
It was
of
just
life
like
in an elevator.
drinking her own urine.
I mean,
Probably she couldn't because
where are you gonna put it in?
her own
belly
hands.
button. Yeah.
I guess I don't know.
Her
I don't
belly
know.
button.
And then what? How do you get to it? You can't.
It's the most horrifying story.
Did
that
she
I've
not have a
ever-
cell phone?
I guess not.
Well, guys.
Actually, she did. I'm reading it now. She had a cell phone, but she didn't want to use it because she was over her minutes.
would have cost her a fortune.
Yeah, China, they have
just
really
one
weird.
thing
They have
she-
really bad
Oh, it
plans.
was
She was on a
in
family
China?
plan, and like
I know
her,
that's
her
you
dad
know.
was really
I was
mad at
thinking
her.
of that. Like today, I never take the elevator here, even though it's only whatever a couple floors anyway. You have to be a real fucking fat loser to ever take the
Now he's
elevator.
gonna look at me because I take it sometimes,
Oh,
you know, from
yeah.
from the parking garage, and you have like groceries and stuff.
No, if I have a bunch of shit, like when I come back with a suitcase and stuff,
Yeah.
I take it. But today I went and I bought a box of. I went to Trader Joe's and bought like a box of those fucking Quest bars that I like to eat.
Yeah, yeah.
And I thought like, well, I could, and I had a bottle of water in there too. And I was like, I could last like 2 months in an elevator. I could probably last
2
like.
months? No.
So-
Well, I mean,
way.
I was losing.
he's
So, no,
saying-
with all this food and water that I had.
So
I
if you
could-
take
I
an
could-
elevator, have a bag of Quest bars.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had one Quest bar.
No, I had a
one
box.
water.
Like I had like 16
okay.
Quest bars.
So he
Yeah.
will take the elevator now, but he always has a backpack.
We
I
have
do.
rations.
Whenever I take
and a
when-
Camelback.
if I take the elevator after grocery shopping,
Yeah.
I'm like, this is fine.
You're
if an
confident.
earthquake happens, I can fucking survive here because I have a ton of food.
Yeah.
I think about earthquakes nonstop.
Really? I
Now
I
Really?
never do.
Yeah,
I
me neither.
always
But
do.
now I feel like I should have like a go bag and like
have one.
water in my car and
Yeah.
like a $20 bill and like a gun.
Not a
So
$20
I have
bill.
to
You
get-
want to have like $500 in $10 bills. Well,
So
no,
everyone
because
robbed Brendan's car.
it's not in my car.
It's in my refrigerator.
No, it's,
In a block of ice, so you don't spend
Well,
it.
no, because the thing is, like, if all hell breaks loose, like, you know, if there's an earthquake and everything's fucking knocked out for a while,
Yeah.
you want to have cash, but you don't want to have large bills because
No,
then
it
you're
can
just
exchange.
like,
Right.
yeah, nobody's gonna have change. So if you have like, you know, $600 in tens, you can probably, you know,
Or if you have a bunch of ones, now you're the guy that makes change. So if you're thinking
And
no
start
one,
charging
why
people.
not be
King
the
of
guy?
the earthquake
Be the change guy.
colony.
Yeah.
I'm not good at preparing for disaster, and I am pretty bad in one.
Yeah. I still have a bag. I have a bag in the trunk of my car that like my parents put in my car like when I moved to LA originally.
an earthquake kit.
I mean, I don't really know what's in there. It's just like a big giant bag, and yeah, it has like if you were get stranded on like a mountain pass.
It's got a fleshlight and a dirty magazine.
yeah. It's got my parents
Sexual Randy.
my parents' sex video in it.
My go kit it has a roast chicken and 2 toothbrushes so I
should
can
check
attract a man.
Yeah, you gotta be prepared.
Here's my juicy plum chicken that I roasted and
yeah.
I have an earthquake kit in my bedroom, like hanging on my bedroom door,
Yeah.
but I've never opened. I got it from like the PBS state. I'd like donate it to a PBS station. They were like, you get to
God.
pick a thing, and I was like, I'll take the earthquake
Yeah.
kit.
wow, you're a real Mother Teresa.
Or maybe it wasn't PBS. It was a radio station.
I feel like I should go
Food banks.
Should I go
radio
get the bag and
stations.
go through
Food
it?
bank. I do monthly donations to the food bank.
You're a good
I do
person.
monthly donations to Save the Children. No, the reason I do this is because I'm a bad person. I'm trying to balance it out. For each charity I donate to, anytime a fucking GoFundMe pops up when someone's sick,
Yeah.
$100. They get $100.
Even if you like question it a little bit,
No, I mean,
because that's would be a good way to make $100 from Brendon.
well, yeah, I guess so. No, it's generally like somebody
Yeah.
or whatever. It depends what kind of mood I'm in. Like if it's somebody like kind of in the circle, if it's a comedian, or if it's just like a completely heartbreaking story. Like there was some guy who got beat to death in fucking Burbank or something, like an old guy. Not that long ago, and I gave them.
Did
some
he
money.
die?
Yeah,
He
died.
really did get
He's
beat
an
to
old
death?
guy, yeah. There was one dude I gave $300 to. I don't know. I was like in a fucking weird place emotionally, and saw it and was just like, "This guy's." And then I started thinking, like, "Is this a fucking scam?" This guy kept like emailing me and shit, and I was just like, "Fucking leave me alone." I was just like, "Take the $300
Yeah.
for your dumb fucking cancer brother."
So he really doesn't care.
No, I'm sorry, no.
He called him a dumb cancer.
I
He really
earned
doesn't
it.
care.
I paid for the right
Yes,
to do
it's
that.
True. Maybe that's why you're
that was the
spending
tier.
doing all these
If you
donations.
give me $300, you can call me whatever you want.
Yeah, that was the tier on the. Like, oh, okay, yeah, you
No,
can say whatever.
the Wounded Warrior Fund, I do not donate to.
Yeah, scam.
It's a big scam.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do Doctors Without Borders. And they send a lot of literature all the time. I
wow.
donate, and then they clog up my mailbox. I think I'm getting a
And
residual.
you probably get a lot of other junk mail for other charities.
You're like only
because that's a
paying
real. I
for
think that's
the
really
paper that they send
underhanded. Because these charities, because
they
do
haven't
do the
opened a list for me. Their list, they haven't shared.
somebody because now every day there's like some new charity, and it's like motherfuckers don't like try to prey on me because
Yeah.
I like am a
When I did
good-natured
World
person.
Wildlife Fund, they had a shared list. So
Oh,
that
yeah.
was that was
Oh, man.
unfortunate and annoying.
I don't know anything about any of this.
I donated to them because I thought it was the World Wrestling Federation when they just used to go by WWF.
Because you were like worried about Hollywood
Hey.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, he's
It's
like
time for a
black,
hybrid.
he's wearing yellow.
People should be like wrestling elk.
pandas.
Yeah, why not
Yeah.
fucking just like have joint offices?
Yeah.
We have a dog named Elkneck that we share.
Yeah,
Randy.
Elk Neck is our dog.
He's at the doggy hotel.
Elk Neck! He's not in this place.
He's
though.
not here. Elkneck!
Elk Neck!
Elkneck! Come here! He's not here.
No, he's not here. Elk Neck. It's a good dog name.
It is. It's a really great dog name for a good dog.
Good dog.
Yeah,
Elk Neck.
Elk Neck.
Sometimes we'll just drive. We'll lose him. You know.
Yeah,
We'll just
drive
drive
around.
around the neighborhood shouting.
Hey,
Elkneck!
Elk Neck!
Give it a shot, Megan.
elk. Well, you know, dogs respond. Me, a dog likes a sweet, sweet voice and a high voice dog because that means
Oh.
he's done something good. So, Elk Neck,
Oh.
Elk Neck, come,
Oh shit! Here he comes.
Elk Neck,
I heard his
Oh,
nails.
you
I thought I heard his nails
I-
on the concrete out there.
Yeah.
Elk Neck. No, don't cross now, Elk Neck.
Oh no.
I've engaged my imagination, and now I need a cuddle from a
Yeah.
little sweet, sweet cutie
from Elk.
Do you
right
have
now.
Do you have any pets?
No, not in LA.
Did you grow up with a dog?
Yes.
Yeah.
Always had a dog. We
Yeah.
How
just lost our family dog
Oh.
in January.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
dog you remember from being like how old were you?
No. Well, no. We
probably
had a
lost-
dog
yeah.
from my childhood for 15 years. Then we had a Rottweiler.
Okay.
And then we had Wilbur, our second Rottweiler.
Okay.
And he recently passed away.
Yeah.
From cancer. You didn't go fund him, and he
Yeah.
lost his
You didn't
battle
start
to
one.
cancer.
Why would I follow you on most social media? I
No,
believe?
he had bone cancer, which
Yeah.
apparently I guess is
Dogs are
Common
made up
with
of
that.
Too many
a lot
bones.
of bones. Yep.
Yeah.
Burying all those bones.
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
It was yeah.
This is Achilles'
he
heel.
got it from the bone he was burying.
Yep.
It wasn't actually in his body, but licking and sucking.
It was a cow cancer bone that he was chewing on. Yep.
Yeah.
Elkneck!
Elk Neck. I had a dog named Dwight
Come here,
growing up.
Elkneck!
Aw.
Dwight. I got him in kindergarten. Oh. And I named him. I was a 6-year-old.
Never mind, it's not what I thought it was going to be.
Didn't work out.
He's running from the cops.
Yep.
Out like,
He's a police.
what kind of
Elkneck, come here! No, wait! Wait, Elkneck! No, not! No, Elkneck! Elkneck!
I love you, Elkneck. My dog was
Get a dog named Elkneck too.
yeah.
Did that with old Tweety when we were kids.
Yeah.
Our parakeet.
Schnauzer Terrier.
Aw, cute.
But like medium sized. The story goes, my T-ball team. This is so unimportant. My T-ball team. Someone on their parents. They had like these full. You know, what do they call them when they're purebred? Purebred.
Yeah.
They had these schnauzers, these
Yeah.
award-winning schnauzers, and they were like, so we're pregnant, and we're gonna have these famous schnauzer babies. And then when they had the babies, they were like, oh, someone else fucked our dog. And they had like these mixed breed dogs that they were like, we got to get
They had red beards.
Oh my God, world famous schnauzer babies.
They were like, we have to get rid of these fucking dogs. They were just like, they were too young to get rid of, but they were still like just going to take them to some pet store. And so like we took one of them and we had to put a clock by it as it slept because it had to feel like it was next to its mom's heartbeat. Like that's how like it was too young to be alone. Oh. So that was my dog growing up.
That's cute.
Named him Dwight after Dwight Gooden, a baseball player, cokehead baseball player.
Makes sense.
Heard it.
And he died when I was in college. So
That's when
him for
I had a
long
dog
time.
named George. I named him when I was like 3, and he died when I was 21.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, George was he was an old motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I had a dog, Lucy, that I found in Austin.
Here we go.
Isn't it time for
Lucy
us to
died,
get
too.
a dog?
Let's go in
I
on a
want a
dog.
dog so bad.
Ever since Elkneck died, it hasn't been the same. The vibe in this
Yeah.
apartment, it's time.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm between jobs right now, and it would be a very good time for me to adopt. Don't shop. But
Would that give you a reason to like not get a job though?
Well, that's tough because I really want a dog now.
I can get a job.
And but I think it's like I'm so fucking busy right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it does. It ebbs
Yeah.
and
Tough.
flows. But like right now, I'm on the road every weekend. I'm
That's-
working a
you
job
can't do-
all week.
can't do that when you're on the road. So here's the thing. I definitely have love to share, and I'm ready. I'm ready to be I just love them. But
Yeah.
I do want to travel, and I already don't travel enough that I'm like, if I got a dog, I would never travel.
It would
and
create
I already
a
never
big
kind of
prob, yeah.
So then I'm like, well,
Oh, wait, Elkneck.
Oh, Elkneck. He sounds more vicious than he really is. Ooh.
Oh, wait, he's pissed off. Elkneck, what's wrong?
Elkneck.
Elkneck, sit.
One word, Elkneck.
Heel.
Heel.
Heel, you stupid dog.
Yeah.
Heel.
Actually, I probably have told this in the podcast. I got bit by a dog when I was a young kid. And guess where?
Bit your dick off. Oh, it was on
Not
your
off, but bit my dick.
the dog bit your dick?
I got bit by a Malamute, by like an Alaskan
yeah.
fucking scary big ass dog. Bit my little tiny dick.
Bloody?
Black and blue bloody. Had to go to the hospital.
So when you see Malamutes, do you like come?
I fucking get super
Didn't your dad
hard.
have to suck the poison out? But then everybody realized that there
Yeah,
was
but
no
that
poison.
wasn't even my dad, and there was
Yeah,
no poison.
yeah,
in
that's
dog's
crazy.
mouth.
The doctor who
See, that's the
the
part of the
doctor
story.
who nobody knew worked at the hospital was like, we've got to suck the dog poison out.
See, I think that's the story there, not the.
The story is, but yeah, I
So,
guess.
but you're not scared of dogs, even though the doggy bit your dick?
No, because then I guess if I saw one of those bigger, like really big dogs, kind of intimidate me. Yeah, but like I grew up with dogs, like with a medium-sized dog.
I used to be scared of small dogs because they're like skittish. I'm like,
I was
Weird.
actually a small dog where I used to live. I was on a walk. I had headphones on, and there was this old hoarder man that lived on our street, and he had these 2 little ankle-biting shithead dogs, and they would just they would literally chase you the whole street. And I had headphones on. I wasn't paying attention. Out of nowhere, these dogs jump out, and I kind of jump out in the street, and a car like almost fucking hit me.
At your old place?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that,
Almost got hit by a
that
car 'cause
little
of
three-legged
little-
asshole dog.
No, not that one. Different. These little white fluffy dogs.
oh no.
No, elk
I
dick.
just had like a visceral response to that. Oh, my uterus just fell out. Oh.
That was one of my favorite Andrew Dice Clay bits. Was the Old Mother Hubbard? You go, Old Mother Hubbard. No, wait, no, not that one. Where he goes, there once was a woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many kids, her uterus fell out. Oh! Dude, Dice was like,
Was he the king?
I have the album. I bought it like recently. I found it at a record store, and it's fucking crazy. I mean, for a 14-year-old boy, it was like, fantastic. Or however old I was, it was like I was right in that wheelhouse of like a crazy guy like that.
Whatever, you wanted something
But there's
extreme.
and I found this with what did you say?
You wanted something in your butt. That's not what I said. But
Him and Sam Kinison both though have like these like raging homophobic bits on their thing that I just didn't even. I don't know. I guess just everything's kind of so different now that I'm like, wow, this was like 20 years ago where they're just like, I don't get looking at another man's hairy fucking ass and going, oh yeah, I need a piece of that. It's like, what the, just real, hateful.
No
What was,
concept of, yeah.
And I don't, I know Dice was like a character or whatever. I mean, I don't know. I think that line's been blurred pretty pretty strongly.
It is weird. You just, it does evolve. And I think about that now, because when people are too sensitive to comedy even now, I'm like, well, what's eventually, people are going to be like, I can't believe they said that then. But, where's it going to eventually? It's just nice. Nice.
I think it's kind of almost getting there.
Yeah.
This might be edgy.
Uh-oh.
Well, I don't know. I was just looking at YouTube and do you want to do a crank call?
We could. What do you want to do?
Here. This is a crazy idea, though.
What is it?
It's right here.
I think I know. Yep.
Los Angeles Children's Hospital.
People love it when you crank call things that you should never crank call.
Wait, that's a good crank call, though. We should do that.
Okay.
You want to call the Los Angeles Children's Hospital? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you do it?
Yeah, I totally do it.
Oh my God.
We'll do it.
All right, let me find it.
I saw you at the Built to Spill concert. You
That's
were
right.
one of two women. At
Yeah,
that
I was
show.
with my friend Kate. We were the only women there.
But you like that music. You weren't trolling for old guys. Or
No,
whatever.
I love Built to Spill. I was so excited to see them.
I know.
I
They
was-
were just here again.
I didn't know that.
It always gets past me. That time they were just at the Echo.
Oh,
Plex,
really?
the Echo. Yeah.
Nice and
They did
small.
again
Oh.
3 shows.
Do you think this is a good idea?
Yeah. Fuck it. Who cares?
It's just a children's hospital.
You have to turn it up. I think you turned it all the way down.
No.
No, I wasn't trolling for old guys. I do like the music, but it was weird that there were no women. Who's gonna talk first?
I will.
Okay.
Should I?
Yeah.
What do I say?
I don't know.
All right.
Tell them that you're sick. You're a
Sick.
kid or something.
A sick kid?
Yeah, I don't know.
Los Angeles Children's Hospital.
Hello?
Yes, hello. How can I help you?
Hi. I don't feel very good.
Okay. Can you describe how you're feeling for me, please?
Yeah.
He ate his own poop earlier.
I don't.
I'm sorry?
Nothing. I feel bad. My tummy hurts, and I'm a kid, and I ate my own poop earlier. I think I didn't know it was poop. I
Yeah,
thought it was
I'm a
meat.
kid too.
This is my brother. I thought it was meat.
Yeah, we thought our poop was
You
meat.
ate your own poop?
Yeah, my brother tricked me. He put poop on a plate, and he told me it was meat, and he made it hot, and I ate it.
And we also put a bomb in the
Okay,
hospital.
well-
We planted a bomb in the children's hospital.
I'm sorry, what?
There's a bomb in the children's hospital. We're going to blow it up.
Is
Tell-
this some kind of a
Tell
joke?
him, Randy.
Don't talk about my name.
I'm sorry. Tell him, Randy.
Randy?
Brendan.
No,
Brendan
no,
Walsh.
that's not- no, it's Randy.
Brendan
Liedtke.
Walsh.
We put a bomb in the children's
right,
hospital. We're
Brendan
going to blow it
Walsh.
up.
How big are your tits?
Okay.
Yeah, do you have big tits?
How big are your tits?
We're here with Megan
joke is not
Neuringer.
funny.
She's sweaty and she
This
smells.
is a hospital. You guys should be ashamed of yourself.
Okay, rub your phone.
I hung up on her.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Phew.
Thank God.
Okay. Thank God.
Wait. Okay, that escalated so quickly.
I don't think we can get in trouble for
No, we can't get in trouble for that.
You can't.
No.
that. I mean, who would
Wait,
who in their
honestly-
right mind would call in a bomb threat to the Los Angeles
The
Children's
bomb
Hospital?
threat was okay, but I don't know about the sexual harassment.
Really?
And
You
then
think
use
so?
my name.
Oh, on Women's Day too.
Oh,
We should
yeah.
call her back.
Okay.
Don't. But wait. Can you get arrested for
Nah.
doing a fake bomb threat?
No, probably not.
It's a Google number. They won't be
Whatever,
able to
yeah.
trace it. Oh, I don't know. Yeah,
He
maybe.
used their
I
real
don't know.
names.
Oh,
That
shit.
that was pretty. That was like the most punk rock thing that ever got me into jail.
Yeah,
that
you'll
was-
probably be an accomplice.
I'm an accomplice now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because you
Well-
didn't call the cops.
You haven't called the cops yet.
I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm not a snitch. I'd rather be an accomplice than a snitch.
Okay.
Hey,
Well, now
that's
you're
my
definitely-
character.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, you're an once we post this episode, you're definitely an accomplice.
Well, I guess I had a fun run being,
Now we're going to be bonded forever.
A good
the three of
person.
us. The Los Angeles Three, they're going to call us.
We'll probably get the same cell.
that was like
would be
a
cool.
non-consensual crime on International Women's Day of all time.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I feel like that wasn't really the children's hospital.
No, that was my girlfriend.
Really? Yeah. Did you expect me to get way more upset? The
Well,
prank
you
was
never
on
know.
me.
Your face definitely got really pretty crazy.
Yeah.
When you were like,
Well, because
Nobody believed. It's funny. There's been different reactions. We've done it to a handful of people.
That's great. I was like, I can't believe she's still on the phone with the poop. I couldn't believe. I was like, you're not kids, and I was like, this woman is still talking to them based on poop.
Yeah.
the first time we did it,
I was
she-
like,
she,
there's no way.
The first time we did it, she like cried and stuff. So now she's like, okay, there's a bomb. What's that? Like,
Yeah, I know.
She's
But
more used
oh,
to
she
it.
doesn't believe. But wait, have you had other people get super upset?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did one yesterday, and like
Melissa Villasenor.
Melissa Villasenor, she like wouldn't.
She freaked
She
out.
like went to the kitchen.
Oh,
She was like holding her ear. Like she had a crazy, weird reaction to it.
Yeah.
so I'm pretty cool, actually.
You're
No.
the coolest.
Well, you're the coolest, but like you're also like okay with that type of behavior, which it's
Which
kind of like we
also
kind of like
maybe-
don't like that. You
Yeah.
know?
We should call
Like maybe
Oh,
we should call the
shit.
police on you, like
Oh,
to test to see if you're a good.
what if I told you I had shat my pants though, and now I can't leave?
You were
I'm
like,
sitting in
you
my
have to
own
stay.
filth, and I seem really cool up top, but from the waist down, I've shat myself from fear,
Yeah,
and now I
okay.
can't leave
I have
because
to
you're gonna
carry you
hear
out
you're
in
gonna
the
hear
chair.
like the smushy sound.
Yeah.
Ugh.
There's a kid that peed his pants. Peed his pants in elementary school, and the principal carried him out with the desk. He refused to get up, and they carried him out of the room with the desk on him still. He
Oh
was
my
like-
god, that's amazing.
Like an Egyptian
Amazing.
pharaoh.
He was in such denial. He's like, not me, not me. Like they had to remove him from
too
the
embarrassed.
held onto it, and they just like carried him out of the room, and everyone was like, "Holy shit!" There he goes.
In second grade, this girl, Jennifer Voina, sorry to use her real name, but it was just such a fucking epic she didn't shit her pants. She shat her white lace tights.
Oh,
So, and how I knew was because I had
'Cause they're white
admired,
lace and-
I had
yeah.
admired her white lace tights, but then I smelled something at art class, and I looked, and there was a turd sliding, making its
Could have
way
been
down
clay.
down the leg.
down the leg. The turd went down the leg
wow.
of the white lace tights.
Yeah.
Wait, lace. Okay, lace. All right. I'm just picturing like fishnet stockings. I
No.
was like, wait, hold on. Like kids dressing too sexy.
No,
there.
like cheesecloth.
Yeah, like white lace, like just lacy white tights.
Like getting that poop liquid out of there, making a more solid poop, like cheesecloth.
And it worked its way down.
Well, hey, we're sorry that we did that to you.
Yeah,
You're
sorry.
a good sport.
I'm not. I'm so relieved that wasn't real.
I
Yeah, of
know.
course.
Yeah.
But I double sweated and then double smelled. But also now I'm like freezing because like the sweat instantly
Yeah.
went to like chills.
Yeah.
So I do feel like am ill from anxiety.
Oh man. Well, if you got your cold, we'll pay for your medical
I
bills.
also wish that I maybe hadn't been so cool. Maybe I was trying to impress you too much. There is a
No,
part of me
it's
that was like,
something
this is out of control, but I didn't want to like botch the call.
No, it's a total social thing. Yeah, because
Well, it is like a
you
good-
want to fit in.
It's a psychological
It
experiment.
is. It totally is.
I
Because,
did kind of fail myself.
You know, like if you were like everyone says like, oh, I could never join a cult or whatever. But like if you're in a room and there's like 5 people
Yeah.
doing cult stuff, you're not going to be like, what the fuck you guys.
Wait, will you do it again?
Yes.
But not tell your girlfriend
Oh yeah, we could
Oh.
prank her.
Okay.
that I know?
Okay. So what?
Well, we should put you on. Like you
Yeah, I
should
should
be
be
really
the
like
pranker.
yeah.
so what's the prank on her now? This is good.
Just telling her, like telling on us and being like, "Don't." I know you probably called the police, but I didn't have anything to do with it. Or
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
like,
Would
really
is your
snitching
girlfriend
on us.
listening? Like, does she know that
Nobody's
we're-
listening.
Okay, so she doesn't know. So like,
No,
let
she'll
me call.
answer it again at
Okay,
Children's
and that
Hospital.
I'm really upset.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Cool.
This is good. We haven't double crossed her
We
yet.
haven't. No, Bernard.
Get everybody mad at us.
Angeles Children's Hospital.
Hi, am I speaking to the person who has been answering the phone in the last 5 minutes?
Yes. Who is this?
This is Megan Neuringer, and I am on a podcast, and I just wanted to make sure that you weren't calling the police because my friends made a very, very poorly choiced prank.
Well, I already alerted the police, so they.
No, you did not.
Be here.
Well, they don't know
The
where we
hospital.
live, do they? You alerted the police?
Well, yes. Well, we have to as part of our protocol.
No, what if it's a joke? Doesn't your
hospital?
But doesn't your protocol, don't you guys get pranks all the time? Doesn't your hospital have a prank protocol?
We don't have we have to take these things very seriously.
How can you take something seriously when they said that they were children who ate their own poop and you still didn't hang up on them, but you believed a bomb threat, but not poop?
Listen, ma'am.
No, you listen to me,
calm
ma'am.
down, okay?
What's your name? You need to calm down.
My name's Jennifer.
Jennifer? What's your last name, since you know my last name?
That's none of your business.
I can find out from your...
Alerted.
I want to talk to your manager, Jennifer.
Okay. Okay, well, just hold on 1 second, okay?
Great.
Hello?
Hi, am I speaking to... Is this Jennifer?
No, this is not Jennifer.
This sounds exactly like
Amber?
Jennifer.
This is Amber.
Amber? Okay, what kind of...
Yes.
Amber works at a hospital. Amber belongs on a strip pole, not at a hospital. Pardon me.
All right, ma'am. I have
Ma'am.
your phone name and I have your phone number. The police will be here soon.
Oh, you have my
Thank
phone
you.
number?
Bye.
What's my phone number? What is it?
She hung up. That's fucking good work, man. Wow.
She really is.
She's pretty dedicated to this role.
That was amazing.
She sounded a bit different, huh?
She made her voice different.
That's really good. Wow.
I should have texted her and said Megan was freaking out or something.
Oh my God.
That was good.
Now I want to call up with a different voice and be like, can I speak to Amber?
I mean, like the listeners know that.
The best thing that we could have done just there was actually call the children's hospital.
Oh my God.
And then it would have been you talking about a bomb. That would have been bad.
Yeah. They'll be like, hold on.
What are you talking about?
Oh my God.
Well, hey, that's a good place to end, huh? Thanks for being on our podcast.
Oh,
Yeah, we
yeah.
had a good
Oh. Whew.
good run.
Did
What
you
are
just
some other
triple
bands
sweat?
you like besides Built to Spill?
Oh. Is Cough Bust you? I don't know. Was that a cough? I don't know.
Yeah, I coughed.
Oh, well,
Sorry.
I like so much music. Fuck. I've been listening to Matthew Deere lately. It's kind of weird. Like, who's coming up playing? I never go to shows. I went to the Kurt Weill show this fall. It was bad. It was a bad show. That was unfortunate.
I flew to Colorado to see the band Ween for 3 nights in a row.
I was heavy into Ween for a little while.
Oh,
That's
shoot, I had an extra
awesome.
ticket too.
No way.
I had 2 extra. I
Was
bought
it
way
great?
too many tickets. Oh, it was fantastic.
I recently listened to, was it Gene had like a new solo album or something that was really good?
When they broke up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
It was good.
Anything you want to promote? Or
When is this
say
going up?
Next week.
Yeah, week from today.
Well, I wrote on this sitcom called The Soul Man, and it's on TV Land.
Okay.
And it's last season, and it stars Cedric the Entertainer and Niecy Nash, and it's like really, really funny if you like a multicam people.
Yeah.
But I have a little small recurring role on it too, so it's just cute.
Double dipper.
Yeah, I dubby dipped.
Cool.
I'm a dubby threat, not a triple. I just got to learn how to sing. And then
Yeah. You can dance.
I can dance.
You'd studied dance.
I can dance.
Yes.
Yeah, we all can.
Yeah, all of us can.
Everybody's got a voice.
Not a huge deal.
Anything you want to promote?
Elk Neck!
Elk Neck!